All right, today we're gonna talk about. We're gonna start off with the wannabes. Jobcorps. Jobcorps. When you get that no kind, it's like a couple. You might see a couple people that might know you, but other than that, it might be people that nobody knows you. So what tends to happen? A lot of fault people or people that know they were lame in high school. They will never hardcore and thugs like that. They try to be that when they get there. They'll make up a lie, or I just came from jail, or people like bragging they came from jail, stuff like that when they really ain't. And they try to act hard when all you gotta do is pull their card in. Or they'll go to the extreme and get kicked out just to prove that they hard when they know they won't before. They try to be the cool kid when they know they won't. Never the cool kid. They was the lamest, weirdest kid. Then you got people that came from jail. They probably stole, I don't know, probably stole something or just something stupid, and they think they got locked up for a body, or they lying about felonies. You can't have a felony when you're in the Jobcorps. So if they said that, they lying. Then you got people that want to be goody, righteous and stuff, a leader, but really they not. They just want that title just to feel like they got power, so they can abuse it when they really not looking out for the other students on the student body or in their dorm. They'll still lead them smoking weed and doing all this, and they the president or whatever, or the dorm leader. They faking. Don't let that. And then you got the girls that want to be in relationships. And the whole time when they was in the city, they was thoughts. But where they was at, they were thoughts. Like they well known as thoughts. But they want to decide to come there and get they want to start all over, knowing that she probably got something and she didn't. But a Jobcorps F somebody without a condom. Now he burning, they break up. He try to F another girl. Now she burning, and it just a cycle. People just burning. A lot of people going to the clinic, and that's mainly the reason. People always fight because they're trying to be tougher than this, and that. When they probably from the suburbs, they ain't never did none of this stuff. And girls fighting over boys, or boys fighting over girls, or girls fighting over girls, and boys fighting over boys. There's gay people in there. They everywhere. I have no problem with them. They always managers or whatever. They are everywhere. But yeah. And if you gay, it's people in there, that's gay too, so you won't be the only one in there. And I think, some got trans. I done seen some trans in there. That shit threw me off. But yeah, and they got their little groups too. It's like high school. It's always groups. There's always somebody that's like you. And if it's not, you can be on your journey on your own, and you get through it way faster because you ain't got no distractions. A main reason why Jobcorps fails is because the staff and the students don't have good communication. Some staff treat these students like they're 12 years old when they adults. They don't want to listen to them. They want to, lie on them, and they just want to talk down on them, stuff like that. And that just discouraged students, and then they act out, And some students, they've been dealing with that through their whole life, so when they get there, they think it ain't no difference. And they have attitudes and turn up and all this, cussing at the teachers when they chose to be there. So you came here just to wild out and act out and get kicked out again and go back to where you came. They hit you up with the quickness to where you came from. You act up. But that's why that keep failing. Some staff there help other students out and help them bring drugs in, knowing that ain't gonna do nothing but make it worse. The graduation rate gonna go down slower. Security, some staff, they just don't do their job. Security, they always got an attitude, and that just throws students off. Because I had a couple times where I come in from a trip and they just have me mugging, or they'll say with an attitude when I ain't did nothing to these folk. I just ignore them. I go about my business. Because some of them get mad because they hate their job. Some of them get mad because they know some students gonna come out of there and make more than them. Way more than them when they had the chance to do that. They probably didn't have the chance, but they missed out on that chance. Some people say some staff say they wish they knew about this when they was younger. Missed out on it. But they hate. Some are prey on students' downfall, especially if they know you or you did something you didn't even mean to do, or they just, regardless. Some staff, not all staff, but some staff, they be spiteful, man. They be, I don't know what be their problems. They think all students are the same when they are not. I know they've been there for years, all of them are not the same. You can't judge a book by its cover. And the administration, they really don't be solving problems. This is a real big problem. Most of the staff, some of the staff, they just don't be caring. They just be blowing the students off like, all right, okay, yeah. With attitude, they don't never, some of them, it depends on which one you go to. I know one in Jobcorps, I'm in the Virginia, one in Virginia, older me in Jobcorps, and Gary Jobcorps Center in Texas. Some of them staff don't care, you know. They don't care. They'll show all this good face, all happy and stuff, be nice to you. First month you get there, that's how they get you. After that, it's over. They like, oh, no, ain't nobody. And then the cycle continues with the new kids. You know, those are the downfalls of it. You just gotta have keep your head level and just ignore the BS. You know, and do what you're supposed to do. Yeah. It's crazy out there, man. It's like a world, but it's like a high school. It's like a whole new world, but you isolated in an area, and you get to go places like once a weekend, or if you go on weekend to go home, you know, and then you go out in the outer world. But it's like isolated. You don't get to just leave off center anytime you want to and come back. Nah, it's the time schedule, and all that. Some RAs, residential, the people that in the dorm with you, they have attitudes as well. That's what fails too. That falls into the staff. People just don't be, I don't know, they don't like communicate. They just like make it hard and cause problems. Cause it's just crazy. That's some stuff you might have to deal with, you know. Especially if you're going through a situation and they not trying to listen. Like if somebody died and you can't make it to roll call because you on the phone with them, they'll just make a scene out of it. Oh, he didn't come to this and that, or she didn't come. I'm gonna write her up. When you could have just talked to them and be like, oh, hey, what happened? Some do that. Some do that, but some don't. Security guards, they just be nasty, man. Some of them be just nasty, like, for no reason, man. You be picking. Some pick with kids. I know one picked with one kid, and like when they told on them, ain't nothing happened. Ain't nothing happened. You know, especially if they get paid less or they getting paid like minimum, man, they gonna have I don't care attitude. They gonna have I don't care attitude. That's something to look up with. Everybody, and when you get the job, everybody is not gonna be all friendly, and for the other kids, you know, that think it's like hard in jail. It's not. You know, that's a stereotype. You know, people put in kids' head, or that's for people that just came from jail, or nah. There's some good kids that go there that came from the suburbs or whatever they did, and they come there, get their trade, and they dip. It's like a little percentage of those. It's a big percentage of people that don't care, like the kids that don't care, grown-ups that don't care, they just want to mess stuff up, and you know, just tarnish the name, go out and just look crazy and sloppy and sagging. And like, you came all the way here, went through all these steps, piss tests, get all these shots, technique shots, all this stuff, put all your information in and act out. Like, come on now. That doesn't make any sense. You did all that just to not follow the rules when you had to sign these documents. We had time to read the rules before you got there, and when you just got there, they give you a packet and they read you some of the rules. And throughout the month, they do the same thing, and you still want to act out. Like, you know, some kids think people owe them stuff when they really don't, and they find out that the hard way. Every time they get kicked out, they about to kick out, they start crying. You know what I'm saying? They start crying. Oh, I don't got nowhere to go. Please don't do this, or looking sad or begging. Well, they should have been straight up, man, acting right first time. You know, and when they go back, They either get locked up, even worse, they either get killed, or I don't know. They back to the same stuff, not doing nothing with their life. When they could have just took advantage, you know, got a new experience, learned some new things. Yeah. It'd be just a lot of fuck shit. That just and they hate on you too. You doing the right thing. Yeah, hate on you too for you don't even know this person from a can of paint. Like, you ain't even from the same state. Like, I don't even know you. We have no mutual friends. Just because. You gotta ignore all that, you know. Ignore all that, man. As long as they'll put your hands on you, you good. And if you're a real good person and they put your hands on you, the rule in there is do not hit back. Do not retaliate. You can hold them, like put them in a lock till security come or whatever, or whoever come. That's it. You cannot hit them back. If you hit them back, you might get kicked out as well. I don't know how that. It varies with certain situations and scenarios throughout the whole U.S. Centers. I don't know how they do their rules, but not supposed to hit back. I know people that hit back, they defended themselves, and they still got to stay. You know, it depends on who the center director is, you know, or whoever the staff is, you know. Going back to that, if you getting something like that, some of the staff is nasty. They might do you dirty. Or some RAs, when you're getting stuff, they might add a little extra to make it look even worse, or they might lie. Like, they do that a lot of times. They might lie. There's some good ones out there, but there's some ones that don't care, and they'll just add some extra just to get you kicked out. Like, you'll say, no, I'm not about to do that, and they'll put in, you said, no, bitch, I'm not about to do that. And they'll say, you said it aggressively and violently. And you like, what are you talking about? Like, they just be lying. So you gotta worry about that. Man, avoid trouble. That's all you gotta do. Avoid trouble at all costs. Ignore. Avoid all the BS. If it's not your business, stay out of it. You know, don't try to jump in. If you're a real good person, you can jump in and help a fight. I mean, not to break a fight up, but you're gonna have other people hate you, you know, and they don't want to get on you, but they might. But, you know, just do what you came there to do and dip out. You know, you can have a little fun, you know what I'm saying? Basketball, you know, or you like to sing, rap, you know, play games, sports, you know, draw, Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know what you do, you know. Find a couple friends, you know. Do what it do. But I don't know how they gonna do this, because it's during the coronavirus time, and they shut down all the centers, so they got sent back home. I don't know how that's going out. Some people might not come back. Some probably got locked up. Some people, they didn't have nowhere else to go. They didn't think about that. But yeah, when that open back up, you know, think about that. Watch all these videos. Ask questions if you got some, comment below, and I'll answer them, you know, to the best of my abilities. I've been there for a minute. I got out like last year, July 30th, 2019. And man, it's way much better. But like, you'll still have like a pattern. Like your schedule set when you wake up early and all this stuff, it still be stuck in you. And you be like, dang, you gotta shake back, like, dang, I'm so used to waking up at this time early in the morning, making my bed and this and that, and breakfast being made already. You ain't gotta worry about that. It's more laid back when you're out of here, but it teach you a lot of stuff, and so you ain't really gotta, you make your own stuff. It just prepare you for people who ain't never did it. People who ever did it, it just perfects you, you know what I'm saying? Keeps you refreshed. Doing those skills and repetitive chores and stuff you got to do. So when you get out where it's easy, you know, you'll see people in the house, you can't come back and be like, dang, they lazy, they doing this wrong. Why they doing it like this? I was taught this way, you know what I'm saying? You're more wiser. If you do it right, you're more wiser, you know what I'm saying? People always make shortcuts, they fake it till they make it, you know, cheat, you know what I'm saying? Then when they get in the real world, they don't last because they cheated, you know? They want the real deal. the real McCoy, the real artifact, and they get fired, you know, because they don't know these skills that they put on their resumes that they're supposed to know when they was in the trade, when they was probably sleeping or skipping, smoking, or, you know, not listening, disobeying. That's how they know the real one is. Can they keep tabs on you like for a year or some months? That's how they get their scores. Or whoever get employed, whoever graduates from the program, then whoever get employed from the program, and who still has a job within 6 months to 12 months in the program. That's how they get their scores up, percentages up, and they try to, you know, add more incentives, you know, to get the scores up, to keep the government off them, to keep them funding money for the programs and to not shut them down, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people in the government and the legislative, executive, judicial, they want to shut it down, especially Trump. He's trying to shut it down. They already shut some down last year and the year before. They shut some down. But it was like in Utah and I don't know what, like some weird stuff. It wasn't none near here. None near Virginia, Maryland, Atlanta, Georgia, Florida. They ain't shutting nothing down. Nope. But yeah, that's it.